One of our platform items was to start up the dormant finance committee, which probably never got off the ground really. So can both of you elaborate on why it's important to have a finance committee and what kind of work they would do um, for the owners? Dennis, you want to start with that?
Sure. Um, we really don't currently have any form of oversight on the financial operations. And the only other aspect is, yes, we've got a CPA who does an audit every year, but he's only involved in, the year end, summary, excuse me, of the financials. And, I have found certain things going through those audits where unfortunately some mistakes have been made. Um, there is a lot of work that needs to be done. No one person can do it. The idea that we have deferred maintenance or a program for it is clear evidence that one person can't do it all, and one person can't be making all the decisions.
Mhm.
And we don't really allow much input again from members or even consulting people in specific industries when we're trying to do these things. And when you're deferring maintenance, it really never goes away. It undermines what's in your reserve studies for as far as useful life, and it always going to cost you more the longer you wait.
Right.
So you need finance committee, to help prioritize some of this stuff and to understand that just because we seem to have a lot of money, there's a misconception from some people that we've got so much money we should be returning it to the members. We don't even know if all the money that we have is enough money for taking care of some of this delayed maintenance.
Mhm. Yeah, I think just to elaborate on that, that deferred a maintenance program is not having money set aside for breakdowns. The maintenance program is about having a program for routine maintenance and extending the life of assets. I think, Tim, you had some experience with that, like in the Navy. And I mean, do you want to expand on the finance committee?
The idea of a finance committee is very appealing to me because it would allow the board to become more inclusive with the residents by encouraging them to be part of that finance committee. Give them the opportunity to look behind the curtain and see what's going on with the economic aspects of Heritage Hills. My experience at the current board, financial materials are just poured out. I mean, literally just dumped on who's ever in ballroom. And then there's a PowerPoint presentation that's so full of materials that, well, I couldn't understand it all. I just literally looked at the screen and nodded. And I think that's basically what most people did. But that's not the way to run a corporation. We need to have a finance committee. We need to have some checks and balances on what's going on. Your board of directors, as Dennis has recognized, cannot do it all. And it would be best if we had some more citizens involved in the HOA.
Mhm. Hey, thanks, Tim and Dennis, for that overview of your perspective on the Finance Committee. I can say from my personal experience being both a treasurer of an HOA board and president of an HOA board, having a Finance Committee has been invaluable. And I have found the combined brain power quite invigorating, lots of good ideas that I would not have come up with on my own. So appreciate you folks giving us your perspective.